You're in the driver's seat. So we do see people sometimes, I don't know who the driver was. They've got a bruise this way. That's where the seatbelt was. I know who was the driver. And we'll photograph it, and we'll photograph the vehicle. The problem that we have is we can't get an undertaker to come and pick the deceased's body up. Fortunately, there's a spare ambulance. Okay, on this occasion, the ambulance will convey the body. Normally, we'd have a mortuary van arrive. Whoever you were before the crash, you're not now. There is no future for this girl. She wanted to be a teacher. I had checked her before she had a crash. She wants to finish high school. She wants to go to university. She wants to be a teacher. How many young people will she get to talk to now? What about her friends? And when you phone her mobile phone, it'll say, hello, I can't take your call right now. Leave a message, I'll call you back. And that's all you've got. That's all you'll ever have. Once she's gone, there's nothing more after that. Except the trauma that the family have to suffer. The tears that get shed because somebody did something stupid. If she had a seatbelt on, she'd still be with us. If the drink driver hadn't been drinking and driving, she'd still be with us. So when we have outcomes, like the 100 or so people that will die on our roads this year, there's 100 families that don't have a mother, a father, a brother or a sister. There's 100 families just like your family that have lost somebody. They never come back.
So the last thing for us to do here, as John was explaining unfortunately, is to take the deceased body to the mortuary. When we first arrived on a scene, you would heard me say at the start that they've done a situation report. One of the things that they would have done here is to determine that there was nothing they could do for this girl. And she was actually, we have now declared her life extinct. So now the situation is that we will now come back as a crew and then take her through to the mortuary, where the next stage of this investigation will carry on.
Whilst this is taking place, one of the police officers is marking out with coloured paint various points of interest. We'll collect those points of interest up, draw them on a map, and use that as more evidence to show where cars started, where the point of impact was, and how they came to be in the position that we see them now. If you are going to go out, by all means have fun, enjoy yourself, but there's no reason to get into a car with someone who's been drinking. And if you're the designated driver, as soon as you get to the venue, as soon as you get to where you're going, say to the driver of the car, give me the keys now. Because if your boyfriend or if your mate won't give you the keys now while he's sober, he's not going to give them to you when he's been drinking. So if you're the designated driver and you don't drive to the venue, you don't drive to the nightclub where you're going, ask for the keys as soon as you get there. It's too late at 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock in the morning to try and make a decision as to how you can get out of the situation. And when the driver's driving at 80 kilometres an hour in a 60 zone, using their mobile phone, what will you do in the passenger seat? You see, the time to think about that is now, not when you're in the car, because it's too late. You have to make a decision while things are going wrong, when you're under pressure, and if you don't make the right decision, this is the outcome for you. Have a plan. Work out what you're going to do. Talk to parents, talk to friends. Have a way to get home other than the person. There's no reason to get into a car with a drink driver because there's not a lot you can do when things start to go wrong. want to run through the driver, who's Jean, of this car. Wanted to be a psychologist. That's not going to happen for her. Hannah in the passenger seat wants to be a teacher. She's got significant head injuries, so badly that they knocked her unconscious and she didn't recover. She's been taken away in the ambulance. Jamie, who is in the driver's seat of the car to your right-hand side, she'd like to have a go at maybe being an actress or something when she gets older. But she's got a broken hip, she's got a broken leg. How's that going to feel for her? How well is it going to heal? How long will it take for her to get up and get walking again? Where she has to have months of rehabilitation, painful recovery. You see, every day on our roads, 20 people on average get injured. Every hour of every day, we expect that one person in South Australia alone is going to get injured on our roads. Lily was meant to be a teacher. That'll never happen for her. She's dead. And Mai, who wants to become an international politics student and maybe work overseas, has the same problems with leg and hip injuries being hit by the car just because she was listening to a radio rather than watching where she was going. 5 young people your age have had their lives changed forever because of one silly decision by one person on one occasion. We have 1.2 million registered cars, and the problem that we have is that those people are out there using their mobile phones when they're driving and not watching what they're doing. They're drinking alcohol and driving. They're taking drugs and driving. That's why we have so many crashes. It doesn't have to be your fault. Like the people in the car to the right-hand side here. They weren't doing anything wrong. You need to make sure that if you've got a seatbelt, put it on. If you've got a safe car, don't drive a rubbish car. Have a look at things like how safe is my car. Because what we don't want is to come and do this for you, for real. Thank you very much.